our audiences get bigger and more enthusiastic every year. Thank you for coming. We have a great season this year. Not only this play, we're going to do Shakespeare in the Park. We're doing Tempest in the 10-acre park behind the theater. We're going to do Everybody Loves Opal, which is a very funny comedy. We have Popcorn Classics, which is music of the 70s, 80s, and 90s. We also have a very funny show that's coming on the end that is doing our new theater production. I can't pronounce this. Slewfoot Sue and the Wing Dang Doo. The kids are very excited about it. Everybody wants to play Bronco Billy. I'm going to have them lined up on the sidewalk to try out, and that's fun. Then at the end of the season, we do our new Rocky Mountain Voices, which are original one-act plays that are going to be directed by Steve Miller this year. So if you don't have a season ticket, it's not too late to get one. This weekend you can still buy one, and you can turn in the $10 ticket that you bought tonight on your season ticket. So what a deal. I know you're going to enjoy this show. We tried to book it 2 years ago, and the authors were touring it themselves, so we weren't able to get the rights. So I was just thrilled when this year the rights were released again, and Lissa Miller has directed it. We have two wonderfully talented actors who are playing all 26 parts. And I need to tell you that the opinions expressed in this play are not necessarily the opinions of the Jones Theater. So have a wonderful time and enjoy the tiny town of Tuna, Texas. Have fun.
This is radio station OKOK in Tuna, Texas, serving the greater Tuna area at 275 watts, signing off.
Good morning, Tuna! This is Thurston Wheelis.
And this is Arliss.
And this is the Wheelis
Struby.
Report.
Okay, let's get on with the news. Take it away, Thurston.
Well, folks, in the news today, we've got the winner of the Tuna Junior High American Heritage Essay Contest for this year. And this year's winner is Connie Carp. She's the daughter of W.H. and Vera Carp here in Tuna, and the name of her essay was titled Human Rights, Why Bother? Second place went to Jimbo Beaumont for Living with Radiation. And third place went to Lavina Posey for her essay titled The Other Side of Bigotry. I'll tell you all this, with subjects like that, I don't know how they ever pick the winner.
I don't either, Thurston. You know, the citizens of Tuna should be proud that we're still producing well-educated students who know what America is all about.
They do.
Okay, they do.
I always said they did a fine job.
They certainly did. Let me see here. We got a note. Oh my gosh. Oh, I have bad news for the greater Tuna area. Former County Judge Roscoe Buckner died at his home yesterday. He had suffered a severe stroke. Buckner, who was judge in the greater Tuna area for 47 years and who hung more people in the 30s than any other active judge, had a history of heart trouble. Now, the body will lie in state at Hubert Funeral Home starting today at 12 noon. And Wexler Hubert says, if you come before noon, you're going to have to wait because the judge won't be ready till noon.
I'll tell you, folks, that's some bad news.
It is. Now, on the arts, the on-again, off-again auditions for Tuna Little Theater production of My Fair Lady are on again. Now, they've been called off due to a lack of budget, but Joe Bob Litzy, who is the director of this year's show and a recent graduate of Southwest Texas Eastern A&I State University, said that he found a way to go ahead with the productions by using sets and costumes from last year's show of South Pacific. And according to Joe Bob, this is going to be the first production ever of My Fair Lady set in Polynesia.
You never know, Arliss. Something like that's just liable to put us on the map.
On it.
They'll find us.
So, Joe Bob says, get on your Hawaiian shirts and your grass skirts and your coconuts and get out here to the Alameda Baptist Church at 8:30 Thursday night and audition for My Fair Lady. And Joe Bob says he wants to integrate the cast this year. So if you know of any Negro or Mexican actors or actresses, have them come on out and try out for the chorus.
That's right. Come on out.
Come on out.
Hey, come on out. You never know. You might just get a part.
You might. You might. Well, Thurston, you got that farm report.
Oh, yeah, Arliss. I got that farm report here someplace. Folks, it's going to be an incomplete farm report because not everything is in just yet, but I think I have enough to tell you whether stuff is up or down anyway, so let me just check it out here. We'll start with beef. Beef's up. Let's check pork. Pork's down. Yeah. Well, chickens. Well, folks, chickens is vacillating. Well, let's see. Last one would be sawbellies. Sawbellies. Well, I don't know that much about sawbellies, but I do know that it's time for a word from our sponsor, Dee Dee Snavely of Dee Dee's Used Weapons. And here's Dee Dee now to tell us
Has the high cost of security got you blue? Well, if so, come on down to Dee Dee's and browse through our complete selection of used guns and weapons. We'll take time to check out our tear gas and mace department. Now, we know some people are hesitant to purchase used weapons. If you buy anything from Dee Dee's that won't kill, you bring it back and we'll replace it with something to wear. It's on our guarantee. If Dee Dee's can't kill it, it's immortal.
thank you, Dee. It's always a pleasure to have Dee Dee here with us. And folks, I want you to know that guarantee that Dee Dee was just talking about, well, there's not flowing through her nose here. I got a letter from Elmer Watkins this week. Now, most of you folks know Elmer Watkins is a real hunter in these pots, and here's what he had to say about that guarantee. This is from Elmer. Last week, I bought a Swahili poison dart shooter from Dee Dee's Used Weapons. It's one of those straw-looking things that you pop the poison dart to one end and blow like hell into the other end and zap out that little devil flies to the target. So last week I went down to Hog Shooter Creek to try it out on some wild hogs. I set myself down in the brush by the creek, waited patiently, and just as I was about to blow that dart, I slipped on a wet cow pie and jerked my dart shooter so the dart missed the hog. It did. However, it hit one of them sharecroppers who's been taking up more than his share of the land anyway. Hit him right in the neck, down he went. But he didn't die. No, he didn't. Now, of course, I didn't mean to shoot him, but the fact that he didn't die made me think of Dee Dee's guarantee that all her weapons will kill. So I took the Swahili poison dart shooter back to Dee Dee's that same day, and with no questions asked, Dee Dee gave me a replacement and said if I ever accidentally shot another sharecropper, the Reverend Spikes would be planning for another burial. Well, folks, how's that for a testimonial? Thank you, Elmer, and thank you, Dee Dee. Now, for that weather report, we're going to go out there to the field and Harold Dean Latimer. Harold Dean, what's it going to be?
Well, there's going to be a little bit of everything. We're expecting a lot of rain from the west, a little bit more rain from the east, and I think a lot of rain from the north, and a little bit more from the south. Oh, it should clear up though by mid-morning, and by noon it should be unbearably hot and humid. We're expecting about 100, 101. Now, from out west, there should be this dust storm coming in. It should be severe. They tell me by about 4 o'clock the sky should be completely black. Oh, but they'll probably all, we do have this swarm of locusts coming in from Louisiana. Yep, here they come. Most of them one should die or suffocate in the dust, get blown away, or drown in that tropical storm that's headed our way from the coast. And that would be Tropical Storm Luther. They tell me it should arrive here about 10 p.m. It's going to be wet, cloudy, miserable, and it should rain for about several days. So, get out them raincoats and back to you, Thurston.
You heard it, folks. Rain! Well, we can certainly say that as a meteorologist, Harold Dean Latimer is a man outstanding in his field. That's Arliss kind of jokes there. Oh, excuse me. There, the studio phone's ringing here. This could be Harold Dean calling back in with an update on the weather. Let me just check it out real quick. Hello? Oh, Phoenix? No, Phoenix, this isn't the call-in show. That's a little later. Could you call back a little later? I'm on the air live right now. Yeah. Well, yeah, I heard the weather report, Phoenix. Yeah, that's what I do. I sit here and I listen to it. Yeah. Well, the locusts. Yeah, I heard about the locusts coming from Louisiana. And, well, sure, that's a concern, but, Phoenix. But, Venus, Tuna, Texas cannot sue the state of Louisiana for not sterilizing their locusts. Yeah, just call back later, Venus, if you don't mind. Thanks a lot. Harold Dean has to get up about 4:30 every morning to get these weather reports, and sometimes when we're driving in from the studio, look out there in the field and see him standing and God only knows what kind of weather.
Hell, I've seen him there outstanding in his own field, clear up to his neck in snow.
Remember that time when he spotted that water spout over Jim Miller's pond?
Picked him up and dropped him in Dewey County.
And he still got that report in on time.
He did.
Damn sure did.
Certainly did. Oh, thank you, Ron. This just in. Ooh, a UFO. That is an unidentified flying object has been spotted by R.R. Snavely over Lake Mobile. R.R. says it looks like a gigantic hovering chalupa without guacamole. That's what it says.
It does.
It does. Now, from our World News Desk, East Talk Spain, attack is imminent. Well, that's all the news we got for you, but stay tuned.
Stay tuned.
Because we got Leonard on the line coming up.
Thank you, Ronnie. Got another note here. You forgot to throw the power switch. You are not on the air.
Oh, really?
Okay. Now that would be the one marked power right here, right? We'll just get that. Good morning, Tuna. This is Westcliffe Willis.
And this is our Mr. B.
On station OK. And I just want to remind everybody we're going to have a meeting tonight down at the meeting house. Now, we're going to be talking about them sharecroppers down there by Hog Shooter Creek. They've been taking up more than their share of the land down there, and they ain't been leaving nothing for the wild game to live on. Come this fall, there ain't going to be nothing to kill, and that sport's going to be gone. So, I want everybody to show up tonight so we can plan out what we're going to say to them. And I think they're going to listen. This is Elmer Watkins. Thank you.
For the Greater Tuna Humane Society, I would like to ask each of you to take a moment to think about ducks. Isn't it tough being a duck? Cartoons portray them as genetic mutants with speech impediments. And the actual word duck, when used in the verb, means the lower body position rapidly as to avoid injury. So when someone says duck, they don't know whether you mean a bird or an accident. And the Chinese eat their feet. You may not know it, but we have a duck crisis right here in the greater Tuna area. Ever since the government flooded Buckner Basin, the ducks have no nesting grounds. So now we're up to our necks in thousands of homeless ducks. To remedy the situation, we have published the classic, Duck Trapping Without Trauma. So send all your trapped ducks to me, Petey Fisk, and I will relocate them to unflooded areas. This is Petey Fisk for the Greater Tuna Humane Society. Thank you.
Finish off access. Oh, good morning, family. Shape up, Stanley. Oh, as usual, Jody ate all the bacon and didn't touch the rest of it. Busy day at the Bueller house, checking my to-do list. Oh, got to stop at the bookstore and look for diet books for Charlene. Oh, and Charlene's off to her radio station thing today. She's such a busy girl. M&M's for Stanley. He doesn't really need them, but he doesn't know to stop. Oh, good morning, Jody. This morning, Jody. Well, would you like some more oatmeal?
No, Mama.
Well, honey, how about some of these biscuits and gravy? I hardly even touched them.
But I already had some, Mama.
Well, maybe I could fry you up some more bacon.
Mama, I don't want nothing.
Wait, is there something wrong with them hash browns?
No, Mama.
Then have some more. Jody, what was that noise out of the back porch? Jody, you didn't. No, I will not have another puppy.
It followed me home, Mama.
From where?
From Petey Fisk.
Petey Fisk, he saves the dogs of the world and he sends them home for me to feed. Well, you cannot have another dog. 8 dogs is too many. You cannot have another dog, little Jody.
I'll take care of it, Mama.
Oh, honey, it's not a matter of taking care of it. It's not normal. It's not normal for you to have 8 to 10 dogs following you around all the time. And don't let that dog in the house. That reporter from Houston's going to be here any minute. Oh, I didn't close that door tight, and that puppy got in here. Come in. Oh, aren't you the cutest? Oh, now get down. Now stop. Now quit. Oh, he has done it to me again. Petey Fisk has done it to me again. All right, you come on. Yes, you come on. Get out there with the rest of them. I got a set for this interview. Now, get away from that door. Oh, you get back. Come on, you sweet thing. Get out there. There you go. Now, you leave her alone. Oh, bless her heart. Isn't she cute? I could kill that damn Petey Fisk. Hey, oh, stay. Good morning. Would you like some oatmeal, Stanley? Well, how about some of these biscuits? Would you try some hash browns?
Oh, Mama, get off me. I'll grab some M&M's on my way down to the trade school.
Stanley, man does not live by M&M's alone. But here, I'll give you a big Hershey kiss to get you through the day.
Mama, get off!
Don't you lie to me about that trade school. Vera Cott says she saw you sitting in your car yesterday morning in front of that grocery store for half the moment.
Well, Vera Cart can kiss my rusty butt.
Stanley, don't you stop.
Mama, I would be just fine if Charlene would just stop it.
I wish to God you and your sister would stop that fight.
I can hear her groaning up there.
Stanley, she'll hear you.
Locks the bathroom door and turns the water on, starts groaning.
Hey,
Every If I am, shoot me.
Stand.
Mama, she's ripped out 3 pair of my Wranglers in the last month.
Charlene, honey, I know you can hear me. Now, you get out of Stanley's jeans now.
Her hips are so big, she's got to lay down on the bed and grow.
Stanley, will you stop it? Now, we're going to find her a good diet.
You need to find her a good surgeon.
Stanley, get out of here before you drive me to a rubber room at Big Springs. Charlene, now you get out of Stanley's jeans. You know you're too big to fit in them. Oh, it just breaks my heart to hurt that baby's feelings.
I should have known you'd always take her side.
Oh, that damn door! Dogs! Out! Thunder, you get off that chair. There's no bacon left anyway. Get over there. You better get out that door. Oh, look at this mess, and I just cleaned this house. Oh my God! Bingo! What is that? You get out of here. No, wait. You come over here and you take that with you. Hurry up. Go. You dogs are going to be the death of me. Charlene, honey, will you hurry up? I know you're working on your poem for the regular show, but sweetheart, your breakfast is getting cold.
Come get this puppy out of my room.
Which one?
It's Wolfie.
Wolfie, you get down here now. Get down here, Wolfie. Wolfie. Listen, you. I told you about coming through that door. The next time, I said, the next time you come into this house, I know a German Shepherd that's going to be looking for a new home. Now, get out. Open the door next to us under there. Come here. Out. Get. Charlene, honey, would you like some oatmeal?
No, Mama.
How about some of these biscuits? Would you try some hash browns?
No, Mom, I'm not hungry.
Here, honey, at least have a cup of coffee. This getting easy. Charlene, now this stuff. Now remember that agreement we made. We're going to use Sweet and Slender in our coffee.
Mama, I used to use Sweet and Slender when I had something to live for.
Oh, honey, what's wrong?
Nothing.
Well, why are you so mad?
I know.
Charlene, now, honey, everybody can't be cheerleader.
Oh, Mother!
There's other things to live for.
Name one.
Well, I can't think of anything right now, but when I do, I'll write it down and give it to you.
I'll tell you one thing. If that vicious little Connie cock calls me 2 minutes one more time, she better send out for some bandages.
She's just like her mother. Now, you just kill her with kindness.
I'll kill her with something.
Oh, now you do unto others.
Whatever you say, Mother.
Oh, no. Dogs, no. Not the reporter's coming. Off the table, Trixie, off the table. Oh, Dolly, come on. Now, babies, help me out here. I got this reporter coming. Now, you girls know better. Now, get up the door. Get. Oh, Wolfie!
something to drink, a cup of coffee?
No, I don't think I'll have anything to drink, Mrs. Buellmiller. I'm in a bit of a hurry here. Could we just get right to the interview?
Well, certainly.
Okay. Now, you are chairing the censorship committee of the textbooks removal program, am I correct?
No. That is the Reverend Sparks who chairs that committee, although I am a member. But we're having a meeting, by the way, this afternoon. Oh, but please don't come. The Reverend Sparks, he just hates the press. I think it's because of all those old folks' homes that he owns and all the terrible things they said about him in the newspapers. Well, I better shut up. But I chair the subcommittee that wants to snatch the books off the shelves of the local high school library. Some of those books are absolutely disgusting. Our children have no business reading them, and somebody has got to protect the minds of the children.
Before we get to the books, Mrs. Buellmiller, could you tell me what in your background do you feel qualifies you to censor a library of books?
Well, I could briefly list my activities if you like.
Oh, please do.
Yes, well, I am president of Ladies for a Better Tuna. I am den mother for den 225. I am the only high C soprano in the First Baptist Choir. I am currently recorder for the Javelina Club. It's the women's auxiliary of the Wild Hogs. It's kind of a break-off for the Lions Club. We just felt the Lions were too liberal. And I am former head of the BBB. That's the Better Baptist Bureau. I currently serve on the Shut-ins visiting squad, the Tuna Helpers. And I am president and co-founder of Citizens for Fewer Blacks in Literature.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Buellmiller. I do believe I get the idea.
Well, all right.
Now, exactly what are the books that you think should be removed from the shelves?
Well, now, there's 4 of them that we're going to try and have removed nationwide, and then we'll go on from there.
And what are the 4 books, Mrs. Buellmiller?
Roots. Now, we don't deny that Roots was a very popular TV series, but we feel it only shows one side of the slavery issue.
Oh, go on, please.
Bury my heart at Wounded Knee. It's the most disgusting title to begin with. It just makes me want to urge. It vilifies a great American hero, General Custer, and it encourages the reader to believe that the United States government cannot be trusted when making any treaties.
What's next?
Mark Twain by Huckleberry Finn.
Did he write that?
Now, that book shows a pre-teenage boy avoiding his chores, running away from home, cohorting with a Negro convict, and putting on women's clothes.
Go on, please.
Romeo and Juliet.
What, pray tell, is wrong with Romeo and Juliet?
Well, it just shows sex amongst teenagers, that's all, and we are not for that, and we're certainly not going to encourage it. Besides, it shows rampant disrespect for parental authority.
Now, you are aware that William Shakespeare wrote that play?
Oh, yes, we are, and we're looking into the rest of his stuff, too. He wrote Barefoot in the Park, didn't he?
Mrs. Buellmiller, quite often these days people claim to talk to God. Do you talk to God?
Well,
ask you that, Mrs. Buellmiller. I asked if you talked to God directly.
Well, no, I don't. But he leaves little messages for me with the Reverend Spikes. Oh, and second-hand messages from the Lord is good enough for me.
Well, thank you, Mrs. Buellmiller. I think we got one hell of a story.
Well, now don't you rush off. I have other interesting things to tell you about Tuna.
Well, I'm sure it just boggles the mind, Mrs. Buellmiller, but I really must run.
Well, now wait just a minute. What was the name of your magazine?
Intellect?
I don't believe we have intellect here in Tuna.
I'm sure you're absolutely... tell you what, Mrs. Buellmiller, I will send you a copy. You have a wonderful day, Mrs. Buellmiller.
Well, I think reporters just ask the silliest questions. Well, maybe I'm lucky he didn't ask more than he did. Oh, thank God he didn't ask about my family. Charlene. Oh, poor Charlene. Oh, that girl, she's going crazy over not getting cheerleader. And I said to her, Charlene, honey, settle down. It'll be fine. You'll get cheerleader next year. And she looks at me with tears streaming down her cheeks. And she says, Mama, I'm a senior. I don't know how to tell my only daughter that she'll never be cheerleader. I just don't know how to do it. Oh, it's Stanley. Oh, I swear I don't know what I'm going to do with that boy. Dating that Mexican girl, Yolanda. He never has been right. But Joey's going to be okay. Except he has 8 to 10 dogs following him around all the time. He'll grow out of that. I know he will. I hope. Well, at least I didn't have to lie about Hank. I swear, I have cooked and cleaned for that sorry son of a bitch for 27 years. And he won't even take me to the drive-in movies. And of course, I pretend to notice as we go to church Sunday morning, after Saturday night, after I smell the perfume, after I see the lipstick smears. Oh, I swear, sometimes I just wish that man would have a stroke. I swear I do. I didn't do that. Oh, God, forgive me, I didn't do that. I'm so glad that reporter didn't ask.
When you wrote to me, it's you that I am thinking of, darling, as I read the flag.
This is Armis Truby with the news update concerning the recently deceased Judge Roscoe Buckner, who died yesterday. Now, the body was found by Nikki Mayberry, who'd come over to collect for the newspaper. Nikki wishes to quench all rumors that the judge was found dead in a woman's bikini swimsuit. He says there's no truth to that rumor whatsoever.
It's not true.
It's not.
It's not.
It's not. It's not. According to Nikki, it was a 1950 turquoise Dale Evans one-piece swimming suit with lots of cow French. Services are pending at Hubert Funeral Home.
Oh, ain't that awful? Ain't that awful?
God!
This is Pretty Face for the Greater Tuna Humane Society. I'm here to announce this week's pet of the week. His name is Yippee. Yeah. But we just call him Yippee. That's one. This is Yippie's 5th time as your pet of the week. And this charming little part rat terrier, part chihuahua, will like a lovely pet for someone. We're sure. Stop it! Stop it! His only drawback is his tendency to hyperactive behavior. Stop it! Stop it! As you can understand, we sometimes have trouble giving away small, shrill animals. But we still have hope for Yippee. We know there must be some deaf person out there who would love to have a nice little puppy and make the perfect owner for Yippee. So, if there's any deaf person out there listening, call me Pittyfish at 477-7777. Stop it! Please call. Anytime, day or night. If I'm out of town, please call collect. I gotta get rid of this dog. Pittyfish from the Greater Tuna Humane Society. Thank you.
Oh, no, you don't, Pittyfish. Not that dog in this house. No, you don't. I will put an end to that right now.
Hello?
Petey, is this Pittyfish?
Yes?
Petey, this is Bertha Miller, and I want to talk to you, and I want you to listen. Do you understand, Petey?
Well, what's it all
I
about?
said I want to talk to you, and I want you to listen. Now, I've tried to think what I have done to deserve this life that I'll lead. A husband who spent 4 years in prison for robbing a filling station of $47. Then there's my psycho twins, Charlene and Stanley, who you know have caused me no end of grief. And then there's my youngest, Jody, who's never seen but he doesn't have a pack of dogs around him. They follow him to school, they follow him home, they follow him everywhere. Well, Katie, last week I nearly had to whoop him because he wanted to take them to the First Baptist Church.
Well,
I said I talk and you listen. Now, Katie, we have a very serious situation on our hands. My son Jody has something as bad as a drug habit. Jody has a dog habit. He has a psychological addiction to dogs, and you, Piggy Fisk, you are a puppy pusher.
Well, I never.
I said I talk and you listen. Now, I will put out with Shep and Wolfie and Trixie and Bingo and Blossom and Sweet Nothing and Dolly and Thunder, but if that little yippy, half rat, half chihuahua, half whatever you've been talking about on the radio, if that dog shows up in my house, Petey Fisk, they'll have to drag the river to find your body.
But I swear.
I said, listen. Now, Petey, I am going to call my Aunt Pearl Burris. I swear to God, I'm going to call my Aunt Pearl, and I'm going to tell her to make up a whole batch of her bitter pills. No! I'm in business. I'm as serious as a stroke. I will not be the mother of an addict, whether he's on opium or on Basset Hounds. Now, say goodbye, Pete.
Goodbye, Pete. No! Peter Pills! Oh, no! Peter Pills, little puppy, little puppy. Oh, God, no!
Has been discounted by his wife, Dee. According to Dee Dee, R.R. was drunk when he actually claimed to have cited it. So, she says everybody just forget about it. He was drunk.
Well, we all thought it was something like that.
We did?
We did.
We did.
We did. Well, hell, it had to be.
And now, folks, sit back and listen to the #1 show in Dewey County, On the Line with Leonard, where your business is everybody's business. And now, here's station manager Leonard Childers.
Hello, everybody. This is Leonard Childers coming into your homes through station OK, where every day we take a minute to look at what's up Tuna's crop. Now, I see the lines are already lighting up, and we'll be getting to our first Let It Out call after we take a quick look at This Week in Tuna. I got a message here from the Reverend Spikes over at Coweta Baptist Church, and he says he's going to sponsor another record burning. He says, bring all your rock and roll, and this time be sure and get your Chuck Berry, your Brenda Lee, and your Little Richard. He says, leave the Buddy Holly and the Elvis at home. They're good Southern boys, and they'll be forgiven anyway. Now, that'll be this coming Sunday night at the 8 o'clock down at the Coweta Baptist Church. So bring your rock and roll, come on out and burn it. Now, let's see what else we have here. Oh, yes, Ida Thompson has organized another trip to the Eureka Springs Passion Play over in Arkansas. And Ida says if you've signed up, they're going to be leaving this Saturday morning at 7:45 a.m. from the First Methodist parking lot. And Ida says if you're not there by 7:45, she's going to leave you. All right, folks. Let's get to our first call. Hello, you're on the line with Leonard.
Leonard, Davey,
Oh, Davey, turn the radio down. Folks, you have to remember to turn the radio down when you call in, because it just blows the hell out of my ears. All right, Davey, let it out.
Leonard, can't something be done about them Halloween pranksters?
Kind of early for Halloween, ain't it, Davey?
Well, if you know what I've been through, you wouldn't think so. Now, soaping down windows is one thing, letting me out at a tiles is another, but I draw the line at extreme mental anguish. Do you hear me, Leonard?
I hear you, Davey.
Last year, a number of those kids came over in the middle of the night and poured sorghum syrup all over my front porch.
Well, now that's real mean.
Well, I'm just getting started. Now, Mother comes over every morning about 5:30 a.m. after she's had her prunes. And the minute she hit that porch, the syrup stopped her dead in her tracks.
Oh, Davey, that's real mean.
It's not funny, Leonard. Mother was out there for 2.5 hours. She waited for the sun to come up.
Now, who could think of anything that mean?
Well, I think one of those boys was Virgil Carter, but I can't prove nothing.
It sounds like something Virgil would do.
Well, if I catch him in my neighborhood, he better have a high threshold to pay.
Now, Davey, we all know you wouldn't hurt that boy.
Well, you just hide and watch, Leonard. You just hide and watch.
I tell you, Virgil, if you're listening, the woman means business.
But Leonard, the damage is already done. I can't even pour syrup over my pancakes without thinking of that little old lady trying to reach that door.
Just settle down. It ain't no use in getting all upset here. Well, why don't you take one of your nerve pills?
I believe I will.
Thank you, Davey. Hello, you're on the line with Leonard. Let it out. Oh, howdy, Frank. How are things over at the city council? Okay, well, you got a call from who? Venus Fly, yeah. He wants what? He wants Tuna City Council to sue the state of Louisiana for not sterilizing their locusts. Well, Frank, I tell you what, why don't you call over to Big Springs and see if they have a spare rubber room for, you know. Well, no charge for the advice, Frank. Good luck. Hello, you're on the line with Leonard.
No, I do not think you have anything to worry about. There is no law that says Tuna can sue the state of Louisiana for not sterilizing their nose. No, I would not worry about that. But thanks for calling. Hello, you're on the line with Leonard. That's it. Let's try that one again. Hello, you're on the line with Leonard. Let it out. Hello, you're on the line.
Am I on?
Oh, turn it down!
Sorry, I forgot.
Oh,
This is Phoenix Block.
what's up, Venus?
Well, I'm calling to announce my candidacy for the Tuna City Council in next year's election.
Now, Venus, you've been running for city council for as long as I can remember. Why don't you just give up?
Well, it's funny, you know. In the past elections, all the other candidates have always made personality an issue. And let's face it, when it comes down to a personality contest, I'm just gonna lose. I mean, I'm short, bald, I was born in Indiana, and everybody just naturally seems to hate me.
You're right there, Venus.
But this year I'm injecting new and vital issues that the voters cannot ignore. For instance, did you know there are thousands of people in this country who pay no income taxes whatsoever?
Like who, Venus?
Like welfare mothers and prisoners.
Oh, they don't pay any?
No! And we can tax the prisoners because everybody knows where they are!
You got a point there, Venus. And look, we wish you the best of luck this time around.
Well, it only takes one to win.
I'll tell you, Venus, you're a man ahead of his time. And remember, folks, you heard it here first. Well, we got time maybe for another call or two. But you know, Venus has been running for city council for now on to 14 years, and he's never even made it as far as first base. Hey, Venus. Hello, you're on the line with Lynn. Let it out. Haroldine. Well, Haroldine, what are you doing calling in? I mean, you got a weather report or something here? Where are you calling from? Dewey County. Haroldine, what are you doing way over in Dewey County? No. You got picked up by another water spout brought you in Dewey County? Haroldine, that's like lightning striking twice in one place, isn't it? And you know about that too, I suppose. Well, look, I'm glad you called in. I'm glad you're okay, and I'm glad Sheriff Gibbons is on his way over to give you a ride back to Tuna. Stay dry, my friend. Hello. You're on the line with Leonard. Is he saying? Hello. You're on the line with Leonard. Let it out.
Leonard, this is Stanley Buell.
Oh, now, Stanley, what do you want? And you keep it clean.
Well, I was just listening to that last caller here. If the government's going to tax anything, why don't they put a tax on stupidity?
Now, Stanley, this is a serious program. Get to it.
Hey, I am serious. If the government put a tax on stupidity, Venus Fly would be in the top bracket.
Stanley, Venus Fly is a model citizen, unlike some people I know.
He's an ignorant little idiot.
Stanley, there's no need to get into any name calling.
He's a pinhead little idiot.
Stanley!
You can tell Venus Fly to kiss my referendum.
Stanley, you can't say stuff like that on the radio. You know, I hate to say anything bad about Hank Bueller's boy, but we'd all hoped that year in reform school would have done Stanley some good. He came out meaner than Mussolini. You just can't help some folks, I reckon. We got time for one more call. Yes, Jenny. Hello. You're on the line with Lynn. Let it out. Hello. What? Okay. Try that again. Hello, you're on the line with Lenny. Lay it out.
Lenny, Dee Dee Snavely again.
What's the matter this time, Dee?
Lenny, can't something be done about those hobos living there underneath the interstate bridge?
You mean out there behind that underpass?
Yeah, it's gotten so crowded over there you can't even dump your garbage anymore. And the stink, you can smell them clear over in Coweta County. Now, Lenny, there's enough soap on the face of the earth to keep everybody clean. Am I right?
You all right, Dee?
Well, I tell you, the other thing is my husband, goes over there and doesn't mind the store and gets drunk with them.
Now, Dee, is that where R.R. spotted that unidentified flying Mexican food?
No, it isn't, Leonard, and it was awfully wide of you to mention it, too.
God almighty!
You've been listening to Leonard on the Line, and this is our Lister. Got a news flash here. Sheriff Gibbons says Danny Powell Badori is out of the state penitentiary and he's headed home in a 1962 blue Impala. So everybody watch out for him. He'll run over you for sure.
He will.
He will.
He will.
Hell, the man will kill you.
Oh, now, up on that weather report. We're going out there to Buckner Basin with Haroldine Latimer. Haroldine, what's it gonna be?
Well, in the weather, it's gonna rain.
Mrs. Pearl Burris, General Delivery, Tuna, Texas. Dear Mrs. Burris, after a recent unsettling phone call from your niece, Bertha Buemiller, I feel compelled to write to you. As you know, relations have never been strong between the Humane Society and those who raise chickens. Now, we do understand that this is your livelihood, disgusting as it may be to those of us here at the Humane Society.
I'll get you, chickens. Here we go. I got some good feed for you. Here, chickens! Come and get it, babies! Come and get it. Babies, babies, babies.
Now, we do feel, however, that you are posing a danger to the children of your neighborhood, as well as their pets. We're sure you love the kids of your neighborhood as much as we do.
You get out of them tomatoes! Get out of there! I'm gonna call Sheriff Gibbons! Oh, let me have him.
This is Birth. We have traced over 70 dog poisonings to your doorstep. Now, don't you think you've taken eccentricity a bit too far?
Oh, they left that poodle in my yard. I'll bet it's an egg sucker. Where is it? Where is it?
But we feel that you have been somewhat overzealous in the protection of your chickens.
Where's my strychnine? Please to God, don't tell me I'm out.
In fact, Mrs. Burris, there are those of us at the Humane Society who believe that you actually enjoy poisoning dogs.
I'll kill that Henry if he's hidden my strychnine.
We are well aware of your bitter pills, those strychnine lace biscuits rolled to enticing little dough balls.
I found it. Henry thought he'd be smart and hide it, but I found it. I'm gonna kill me a poodle. Where's my biscuits?
We are also aware that your husband Henry is the owner of Ripper, the finest bird dog in Bowie County. How could anybody who lives around a $2,000 dog like Ripper repeatedly poison people's puppies so pointlessly?
Get over here, my lips. Come and get your Mr. Poodle. Oh, oh, oh.
Mrs. Birth, you have classic symptoms of canicidal thumbitis, a psychological disorder that causes you to want to kill other people's dogs for real or imagined reasons.
Oh my God, I have killed Henry's bird dog. Oh, look at him shake.
Now, the only known cure for canicidal thumbitis is to surround the patient with lots and lots of dogs until the urge to kill passes.
Oh, what am I going to do? Oh, Pearl, think. Oh, I know what I'll do. I will call Stanley, and I'll have him come over here, and he can drag that dog out in the road, and we'll run over it with a Pontiac, and we'll tell Henry it got hit by a car.
And are you in luck, Mrs. Burris? The Humane Society has a one-way bus ticket for you to Dallas to the Texas State Dog Fair, where you can be surrounded by over 4,000 dogs.
That's what I'll do. I'll call Stanley. I can count on Stanley.
Mrs. Burris, if you make it through the entire show without poisoning a single animal, the Humane Society will pay your bus fare home. Just think, you can find peace of mind and the dogs of your neighborhood can have a respite from the death and carnage to which they have been subjected. Sincerely, Petey Fisk, Greater Tuna Humane Society.
Oh, Stanley, this is Pearl. Get over here quick. I need you. Yeah. Well, I want you to run over Henry's bird dog. Ripper. Well, he's already dead. Well, I killed him. Well, I know it's not as much fun running over a dead dog, but well, please to God, Stanley, get over here. I don't believe I can stand it. Oh, you're a good nephew. Oh, I'll see you in a minute. All right. Bye. I knew I could count on Stanley. And well, he's here. I'll have him run me down to the funeral parlor so I can view Judge Butler. Oh, Lord, nothing would get me out in this heat except to see him dead. Just want to make for sure. See for myself. Make for sure.
Pearl!
Oh, Stanley! Oh, he's right here. Quick. He's right here.
Pearl, why the hell did you poison Uncle Henry's bird dog?
Oh, now, Stanley, don't say that. I didn't. It was an accident. I was after that egg-sucking poodle, and Ripper just came up and snatched the bitter pill.
Hell, Pearl. I always kind of like Ripper.
Well,
Uncle Henry finds out you killed a $2,000 bird dog that's going to have a connection fit.
oh, he'll scream like a banshee. Now, quick, you drag that dog out in the road, and we'll run over him.
Hell, Pearl, you're crazy.
Don't say that, Stanley. I'm not. And I want you to run me down to the funeral parlor so I can view Judge Butler. You can wait for me at the Tasty Freeze. I'll buy you an ice cream cone.
All right. Come on, Pearl, hurry up, get in the car.
No, don't rush me, Stanley. I'm in a room. Can you get the door here?
Come on now, Pearl, hurry up. I don't want nobody to see this.
Come in. Now, Stanley, you make this look good.
All right, here we go. Ready?
my King. Through eternal ages let his praises ring. Glory in the highest, let us shout and sing. Standing on the promises of God. Standing on the promises, standing on the promises, standing on the promises of God, my Savior. Standing on the promises, standing on the promises. I'm standing on the promises of God.
Oh, Roscoe. Is that you? What have they done to you? My goodness, you look so waxy. Oh, they hand waxed you down, Judge. So you look good. You old son of a bitch. Struck. It was your conscience that killed you. Those same tight little lips. Those beady little eyes will never see the light again, now will they, Judge? What could have ever made me want to love you? Tell me how? How could I? I guess a young girl can be foolish. But then, you were always too good for me, now weren't you, Judge? Just too good. Well, that's all right. I took it. But then, you sent my favorite nephew, Stanley, to reform school. And for what? Spray painting stop signs? Oh, Judge, you might as well have killed him. He's never been the same. I told you I would sing over your grave. And Judge, I feel a song. Woo! The fox went out one stormy night, prayed for the moon to give him light. He said, I got many a mile to go before I reach the town, oh, town, oh, town, oh.
Well, Pearl Burris, is that you?
How are you?
Now, Virgil, you wait out there in the lobby and be reverent. It's been such a long time.
It's been a long time, Vera.
Ain't it just awful?
I think you look lovely.
I suppose. Virgil, I mean it!
I think he makes a lovely looking corpse. Don't you think he looks nice?
Well, no, I don't. Stanley, he's right here, isn't he? Virgil, that's to sign your name and not to draw it. Now leave it alone. Quit it now. I just don't know what to say, Pearl. One dead body just looks like another dead body to me. They just look dead and still and waxy. Virgil, I'm gonna knock you into next week if you pluck another flower. Now go. Wait in the station wagon with Connie.
Vera, that boy's not right.
Glass houses. Well, it seems Roscoe Buckner has met his maker at last.
In a Dale Evans swimsuit! Oh, Judge, I don't believe I can stand it. Fox went out one stormy night, prayed for the moon to give him light. He said, I got many a mile to go before I reach the town, oh, town, oh, town, oh.
Guess who? Well, Judge, don't you look just like yourself? Dead. Tell you can't imagine how safe I feel, though. Spending all that time in reform school, I had a lot of time to think. That's all I'm going to say about Gatesville. Plenty of time to think. Yeah, Judge. I had to nuzzle up to that homely-looking housekeeper of yours, Yolanda. Ooh, she thought I was in love. And I kept it up until I got a copy of every one of her keys. And then I acquired a lot of information bit by bit. Like that 1 hour. That 1 hour on Wednesday morning when Yolanda had to go grocery shopping. That's when I set you up. When I seen Yolanda go into that grocery store, I was parked in the parking lot of the Piggly Wiggly, and the minute she walked in, I made a beeline straight to your house. Drove up that curved driveway, walked right through the front door, up the stairs, and straight into your room. Well, you're laying there on your half-paralyzed ass staring back at me. But you know why I was there, didn't you, Judge? Yeah, you knew. Hell, I had a tough time getting you into that bathing suit. But it was worth it. You know what my favorite part was, Judge? You want to know what my favorite part was? It's when I pulled out that hypodermic needle and you started pleading with me. You? Pleading with me? All it took was just a couple little air bubbles into that vein of yours. Just a few little air bubbles. Struck! I guess we're even now, aren't we, Judge? But then, why don't I feel like it? You know, maybe after Mama's dead, I'll go ahead and turn myself in. Won't they be surprised? I can just hear it now. Why, who would have thunk Stanley Buemiller could have pulled off such a thing? Well, shh.
I'm going to take a trip in that old Bible.
Good afternoon, Tuna. This is Thurston Wheelis, and this is the Wheelis Groovy Midday Report. First off in news, there's going to be a meeting of the smut snatchers of the new order this afternoon at the Coweta Baptist Church, starting about 5 o'clock. Now, radio station OK is going to carry that meeting live, so tune in. Now, the Smut Snatchers' latest project is cleaning up those dictionaries down at the Tuna High School. And they say if you know a word you feel has questionable value, or a word you feel just should not be in the dictionary, now, if you don't want your child around that word, bring that word with you to the meeting. Bring it to the meeting. The Reverend Spike says he'll consider each word on a word-by-word basis. Oh, now, we have a special guest with us today here at station OK. She's a senior at Tuna High School and the daughter of Hank and Bertha Buemiller, Miss Charlene Buemiller. Now, Charlene is the winner of this year's annual Javelina Club's poetry writing contest. And if she wins next month in Wichita Falls, she's going on to the national competition held up in Butte, Montana come February. Why the hell they want to have it up there, I'll never know. Anyway, Charlene says her poem registers her love and admiration for Tuna. Here's Charlene now, and her poem speaks for itself.
My Tuna by Charlene Buemiller. My tuna, oh my tuna, the only place I know. I've often thought of leaving you, but don't know where I'd go. Well, Paris has no barbecue, and Rome just can't compare to a lovely tuna sunset when the dust is in the air. Tuna, oh my tuna, oh, it's such fun on Friday nights when the Jaguars lose another game and everybody fights. And I love you when you're frozen, and I love you when you're dry. And in April when the pollen is so thick it makes me cry. But tuna, oh my tuna, please stay just the way you are. 'Cause I just think the world outside of tuna is bizarre.
Doesn't that just warm the cockles of your heart? Oh, thank you, Bonnie. Thank you. Got it. Folks, it seems that Venus Bly was so moved by Charlene's poem about tuna, he was inspired to write a few new verses of his own. He just called in with them, and so here they are. Now, Charlene, I won't read these nearly as nice as you do, but here's what Venus added to your poem. Tuna, oh my tuna, with locusts on the way. Let's sue Louisiana and make them really pay. I love you, oh my tuna, a place that really hops. Let's sterilize the locusts and protect our precious crops. So tuna, oh my tuna, with elections drawing nigh, a vote for sterilization is a vote for Venus Bly. Well, folks, you heard it here first. Oh, got a call today from Nadine Wooten's mom, Norma. She says Nadine's standing out along the highway again with her suitcase. Now, as most of you folks know, every year about this same time, poor Nadine's standing out along Route 4 with her suitcase. Now, don't try to pick her up, because she'll only tell you she's waiting on Mr. Montague. So we just thought we'd remind you to look out for her and don't run her over and don't try to pick her up. Looks like it's that time of the year.
It is. Well, folks, next up in the news, Warnell Rainey is not dead.
No, she's not.
She's not now. As you all know, Warnell's been in the hospital for about 8 months with a combination of fatal diseases. I don't know, how many did she have?
Oh, well, Arliss, I don't remember, but it was awful.
Oh, it was awful.
It was.
I thought she was going to die. She thought she was going to die. Hell, we all thought she was going to die. We did. But she didn't. Nope, she didn't. And she's home and she says, everybody walk by and see her, give her a ring, she's not dead.
She's okay.
She is. Yes, sir. Now, folks, it's time for a little culture. In keeping with the government's new policy of allowing private enterprise to contribute to America's artistic needs, Radio OKOK is proud to present the Weekly Art Minute. Now, as you know, last week we had one delightful duet, the Turnbull twins, Tammy and Tina. And of course, they did a great rendition of Tammy Wynette's favorite song, but they did have to change the title, Stand By Our Man. And of course, the week before that, we had Gilbert Farnham, and he played that wonderful Mason Williams classic, Classical Gas. I just wish he would have had lunch after the recording. Anyway, here is our guest for this week. It's none other than Tuna's own R.R. Snavely. Okay, R.R., what have you got for us today?
Honky Tonk Angels.
Honky Tonk Angels. Now, take it away, R.R.
Well, I gotta warm up first, Arliss.
Well, now hurry, R.R. You've only got 40 seconds. Thank you, R.R. that's something. For an old coot who sees unidentified flying chalupas, he plays a pretty mean fiddle.
He does.
He does, he does. Now, next up in the news, Maxie Bovine, the reigning Miss Tuna in the Miss Texas pageant, has had a run of real bad luck. It seems her talent competition went over by 20 seconds. As you know, Maxie does the famous Scarlett O'Hara, "I'll never eat another root again," syndrome gone with the winner. And just as she got the root to her lips, the buzzer went off. Oh, they say Maxie threw a wall-eyed fit and is still in the hospital suffering from shock. But we talked to her chaperone, Mildred Jean Perkins, and she said Maxie will be there for that swimsuit competition tomorrow night. That gal's a real trooper.
She is.
She is.
She is.
And from our national news desk, nuclear accident imperils millions in 7 states, Texas, Well, that's all the news we got for you, but don't touch that.
Don't touch it down. Get away from it.
Get away from it, because Tuna Speaks is next. Now, we here at the Humane Society get a lot of flack from people who think that we are insensitive to the needs of fish. And that's just not true. We care a great deal about fish. Now, we understand that when you yank a fish out of water by a hook in its mouth and then rip it through its jaw, and then take a knife and stick it into its anal opening and cut it all the way up to the back, and then scrape out his insides. That fish feels that. Fish feel pain. They're just very, very, very subtle in expressing it. So please, we want you all Americans to join us at the Greater Humane Society and become those who prefer their fish in rivers and streams and not on a plate next to a side of tater tots. This is Beanie Fish for the Greater Tuna Humane Society. Thank you.
This is Elmer Watkins on Tuna Speaks. As a citizen of Tuna, I feel it is my obligation to speak up about this Agent Orange stuff and its effect on our servicemen. Now, I just want to say that in the last year, I have hired 14 veterans, Vietnam veterans, to work for me on my road crew. And out of those 14, only 4 of them had died, but there wasn't a one of them that turned orange. I swear to God, not one of them turned anywhere near orange. I think it's just more this propaganda from this liberal press and these hippie-oriented groups. So, I think it's time someone spoke up about this Agent Orange stuff. This is Elmer Watkins on Tuna Speaks. Thank you.
Jesus Christ, my King, through eternal ages let his praises ring. Glory in the highest, let us shout and sing. Standing on the promises of God.
Hello, everybody. This is Vera Cohen. How are you? How are you? Hi, folks. How you doing? Welcome to the Coweta Baptist Church, where everybody's welcome, even Catholics. How are you doing? You know, I used to have a dress just like that one. It's amazing how some people can wear Jimmy. Oh my God! I thought you were dead. I'm not quite sure who told me that, but I'm so glad they were wrong. Good to see you. How are you? Let's see if I can do this tonight. Hi, I'm Vera Carp, Vice President of the Smut Snatchers of the New Order. And in the absence of our President, the Reverend Spikes, I do hereby bring this meeting to open. Now, we need to send out a communique from our Education Committee. Now, after all the vicious things they've said about us in the newspapers, we've decided to become a little more flexible on our bilingual education program. And we do indeed have a bilingual education program to submit to the Tuna schools. The difference is our program is one of moderation. Yes, it entails learning the following Spanish phrases. Ooh, number one, habla usted English, which means do you speak English? Cuánto, which means how much? Donde puedo cambiar este cheque, which is where can I cash this traveler's check? Por favor, envíen un botones para recoger mi equipaje, which is please send me a boy for my luggage. And the last one is no he pedido esto, which is I didn't order this. Now, that's all the Spanish any red-blooded American should be obligated to learn. Well, I can see that the Reverend is not quite here yet, so I'll just forward straight ahead. Well, we need to send out a snatch squad. Well, we do! We need to send a book snatching squad out to the Tuna High School Library to check those books' dictionaries. Now, we have a new list of words that have been declared possibly offensive or misunderstandable by pre-college students. Now, the words are hot, hooker, coke, clap, deflower, ball, knocker, and nuts. Now, after much prayer and soul searching with the Lord, the committee has decided not to include the word snatch on this year's list. We know some of you have very strong feelings about snatch, but we just can't afford to change our letterhead at this time. Well, here he is. I hereby turn this meeting over to our honorable president, the Reverend Spikes.
Folks, I am so sorry I am so late, but let's get down to business. Now, we are going to send out a book snatching squad to the Tuna High School.
Reverend, I'm sorry, I already covered that.
Vera, that's all the fun in being president and setting up the snatch artist.
Do it again.
Please don't. Well, all right, folks. Now, we've got a new communique on our bilingual education program.
Reverend, I'm so sorry. I already covered that too.
Well, now, you just went and told them everything, didn't you?
But what the devil you want me to do for 15 minutes? Sing show tunes?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into this power struggle thing in front of all these people.
The radio people are here.
Oh, so they are. Hello, Marlis. How are ya? Fine, fine. How's that? Are we ready with the Buckner eulogy?
Oh, yes, of course we are, Reverend.
Yes, we're ready with the Judge Buckner eulogy. Tell you what, Arliss, you just set up right back there, and when you're ready, you just kind of wave your hand. Oh, you're all ready. Well, all right. No, I'm ready. Okay, I'll be live. This is the Reverend Spikes. And I just want to say, I just want to say a few words
we are sure when the roll is called up yonder, he'll be there. He was a judge who made hay while the sun shined. But always, I say always, let a smile be his umbrella. He always kept his sunny side up. And I always saw the silver lining behind every cloud. A judge who took no wooden nickels, nor threw caution to the wind. He looked before he leaped, and he never got in over his head. So he kept his head when all around him were losing theirs and blaming it on him. He kept a stiff upper lip and his nose to the wheel. About this man, we can truly say he was one of a kind, a jolly, good fella, which nobody can deny. He was one for all for one, and to his own self true. And I can tell you this, he did it his way. He was a serious-minded judge who let bygones be bygones, but remembered the Alamo. And about this man, we can truly say he was the Karima in Tuna's coffee. He fought fire with fire and kept the home fires burning. And when he couldn't take the heat, he got out of the kitchen. And he would walk it softly and carry a big stick. He was a pepper, a man's man, early to bed, early to rise. He laid his cards on the table, gathered at the river, and brought in the shades. Hunger was his best pickle.
What the devil does that
mean? He was a judge who wouldn't fire till he saw the whites of their eyes, but whistled a happy little tune, praised God, and passed the ammunition, for he had not yet begun to fight. And ever did I ever hear the man say die. He just did. He was a fine, upstanding civil servant who practiced what he preached, put his best foot forward, and his money where his mouth was. And when the going got tough, he was good. It's not easy to find words to describe such a man, but I've done my best. And now, we commend his soul to you, Lord. The Reverend Spikes recommend him. Amen, Lord. Amen. Amen. What's that, Arliss? Oh, no. Okay. Here we go again.
lives.
This is Thurston Wheelis with a sports flash. This just in. The Tuna High School Jaguars lost their season opener against the Coolbird Comanches. It was a hard-fought contest, but in the end, the purple and green Cats were on the short end of a 48-0 score. Coach Wayne and Chassie evaluated the loss this way.
Well, we lost mainly because we couldn't score. But the fact that they made 7 touchdowns was a major factor in the loss also. I don't know which was a bigger factor, but you take away them 2 things and, well, it would have been a tie. So This is Arliss Ruby with the crime report. Now, according to statistics, crime is down in the greater Tuna area from this time last year. Now, this time last year, there were 6 arrests, and this year so far, we've only had 4. Sheriff Gibbons says, though the numbers may still seem high, there's no reason for alarm over Tuna's high crime rate. He says it's mostly the same people getting arrested over and over and over. Here we have Sheriff Gibbons himself in an interview taped early this morning.
Yeah, well, I don't run no country club, that's for sure. Where I come from, jail's supposed to be a, unpleasant experience, and I think it still should be. I really do. And I'll tell you one thing, you can call me old-fashioned, but a couple of 100 years ago, law enforcement was a much more rewarding profession than it is today.
Stanley, get over there and sit down. And try to behave yourself.
The sheriff's remarks were recorded early this morning at the Dewey County Jail.
Well, here we go again, boy. Seems like some people just can't keep out of trouble now, can they?
What are you talking about?
Oh,
Sheriff?
you wouldn't put me on now, would you, Stanley? You wouldn't do that to me, would you, boy? Huh, would you?
What are you talking about?
Oh, I got evidence. Proof. I've got everything I need to know about you, boy. Seems like some people are just destined for a life in crime. Do you know how much money the state has spent on you to rehabilitate you? And look at you. You're what we call a habitual.
Hey! Are you going to charge me with anything?
Yeah, I'm going to charge your ass, boy. But first, I'm going to talk to you about this. Stanley, what are you doing with a hypodermic needle in your car? You doing drugs, boy?
Hey, Chef, come here. You come here and look at my arms. Come on, look as close as you want to. Get a magnifying glass if you need to. But I tell you, look closer, you won't find any needles in my arms.
I want to know what you're doing with a needle in your car, Stanley.
Because my mama has diabetes. And I carry an extra needle just in case she has a fit. But there ain't nothing but air in that needle, Sheriff. Nothing but air. Now, is there anything wrong about having a hypodermic needle full of air? Is that against the law?
Oh, you think you're real smart, don't you, Stanley? You think you're real smart. Well, I got a witness. That's right, Bill Miller, I got a witness, and you're not too smart. I wouldn't say so. Not so smart. You know, your kind never is. Not too smart.
Are you gonna charge me with anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna charge your ass. Now, you may think we're just a bunch of stupid old country boys, but we've been keeping an eye on you.
Well, if you're gonna charge me with something, then do it.
I'm gonna do it right now, Stanley.
Dang!
Sit down. And take that, Bill Miller. Parking tickets. 2 of them. Yeah. One for going 40 in a 20 zone, the other for no turn signal. Now, the next time you take your Landa out joyriding, you better watch yourself. And you're going to stay right where you are till I get $41.27. Now, just how smart do you think you are now, Bill Miller? Damn fool. Good night, boy.
phone out there ringing. Don't you bother.
Leonard Childers with the Tuna Bulletin Board. Now, if you have any youngins between the ages of 8 and 14, you need to know that Thursday is your last day to register your kids for the Colonel Sprayberry's Character Camp and Survival Institute. Now, this year, they're offering classes in Old Testament appreciation, segregation in the scriptures, Christian biology, character development, and the proper use of firearms. So, register your kids today. It will do them some good.
Jody, you listen to that thing too much, son, and I want you to leave it off. Now, I'm going to be going out to check on the hired hands and, make sure they're not out getting drunk when they ought to be, resting up for the job. And I'll be coming home late, so I want you to tell your mama.
Why don't you tell Mom?
Because I told you to. And leave this damn thing off. Hank?
Hey, he's gone, Mama.
Gone? Well, gone where, honey?
Well, I think he went out to check on other hired hands and keep them from getting drunk or something.
Well, Jody, come on up to bed now, honey.
Oh, Mama, can I listen to the radio for just a little while?
Jody, you hurt me.
Mama, I won't stay up all night. Just a half hour or so.
Jody?
All right, Mama.
And Jody, honey, I don't want you coming down in the middle of the night and sleeping on the couch and leaving that radio on all night.
right, Mama.
Good night, honey.
Good night, Mama. You're going to get us in a lot of hot water.
Jody, honey, the puppy's whining.
I'll take care of it, Mom.
Put the puppy out now, Jody.
Okay.
And say your prayers.
Okay, Mama.
I'm listening.
Okay. I want to thank God for my little puppy. I want to thank God for summer vacation. And God bless Mama. Amen.
And leave the puppy outside.
All right, Mama.
Went out to check on the hard hands, huh? Well, that's a new one. I bet he spent a lot of time thinking that one up. Oh, Lord, I need help. I need strength, Lord. As you know, last week I bought a gun. And Lord, you just have to give me the strength not to buy any bullets. Amen.
Come on, y'all! Yeah! 2 bits, 5 bits, 6 bits!
Tommy, remember that promise we made? We promised that we didn't get cheerleader. We would stop that practice. So stop.
All right, Mother.
Good night, baby. Say your prayers.
I don't even know why I'm talking to you. As I look at it, I've had 7 years, 3 in junior high school and 4 in high school to get cheerleader. I pray to you so often and so long my knees are flat. And nothing. So I'm giving you notice right now. I'm officially becoming an agnostic. How do you like them apples? Amen. Where are you?
I swear I saw it, Dingy.
Sure you did. You saw that hovering piece of chalupa? You and Morgan David.
Now, Dingy,
Now stop it, David, stop it!
I wasn't drinking when
I said stop it, David. I swear to God, if Mama was still alive and I wasn't such a hard-shell Baptist, I swear to God I'd divorce your ass.
And this is Arliss Struby.
And this is the Wheelers
Struby.
Bedtime Report. And now for the news. Take it away, Arliss.
Well, actually, we had a lot of news, but we lost it. We did.
Well, did you look under the table?
I've looked everywhere and I can't find it, but we'll be back in a minute and we'll find it and we'll have it for you.
Well, did you look over here?
Well, now where in the hell did I put that thing?
of prayer. Lord, we just want to drop you a line and let you know that we are still dedicated to doing your work, and we still believe in making this world a better place for the right kind of people. Amen.
Listen, Yippee, listen, come here, Yippee, come here, listen. Listen, here it is. Any animal that is not adopted in a reasonable amount of time can be destroyed at state expense. Destroying the animal is the only humane recourse. Now, Yippee, you can't say I haven't tried. You've been 10 of the week 5 times, and that's a record. And I'd love to keep you, but I gotta stop somewhere. It's already getting crowded here with the dogs I already have and all the other animals. And stop it now, Yippee, stop it. How can I put you out of your misery when you're wagging your tail? All right, you got me. You can stay. Come on, go in the backyard and play with all the other animals. Come on. Hey, stop barking! Don't bark at Ruth. Snakes are very sensitive. You know, I really don't know if anybody's up there. I never really have understood much about religion. But if you are, we could use a few favors for the animals. Now, I'm doing the best I can. I got 2 dozen dogs, and I haven't even had a count yet on all the cats. And then there's Yippee and Ruth the snake, and all the ducks were still coming in. And then the other thing is, hunting season is just around the corner. And after I hear that first shot, the nightmares start and don't stop until after November. Now, I hate to really bother you. I really do. But if you're up there and you can create all this, we could use a little help taking care of it. Thank you. Amen. It's got to be around here somewhere.
Well, Lois, we got the evening news to do here, and it doesn't appear to be out here on the desk anyplace. I suppose I could read them the newspaper from last week, and it might sound new all over again, but I don't see it out here. Did you check in the car?
I checked in the car.
Well, did you check in the fridge?
I checked in the fridge, sir.
Well, why don't you look out in the trash?
Thurston, I'm in the trash now. I've been to the top of the trash and the bottom of the trash. You know, everything we've written in the last week is in here, and it's all a bunch of... Well, we've lost the news. We have. Oh my gosh. I give up, Coach. Take me out. Can't find the news. So, we're going to say goodnight to you.
Good night.
And we'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Till then, remember our motto here at Radio OK. If you can find someplace you like better than Tuna, move!